Hey, Psych Online Learners, Mr. Elsinger here, of course, but I wanted to give you, this is one of your first activities that you're going to be doing, and I have a little PowerPoint slide. Just know that when I give you notes and do PowerPoint, it's going to look like this. It's going to be in this format. My face is going to be down there in the corner, and I can use this cursor to kind of point at things that I think are important or everything like that. But this is going to be the first task that I want you to do, so I'm going to have you watch this video, and then there's two tasks that go underneath that with that. So first, this is just going to be a little introduction to the class. So like, what is psychology? You signed up for it, so you probably want to know what the heck it is. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit, just small little thing. All right, so let's start with this first slide here. So look at that, I got the date wrong, but it's supposed to be for your guys. I'll change it for in class, but it's this class, don't worry about it. All right, so it says know thyself right there. If you know who this person is over on the right, it's actually Socrates. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Socrates and who he was, because it's very important to know who he is to understand psychology. And I'll tie it all together so it makes sense for us too. So see if it goes to the next slide here. All right, it does. So first off, what is psychology? Okay, psychology is a scientific study of human behavior and mental processes. So we're looking at behavior of people with personalities, their development. You know, why do they have a certain personality? How can one person be at a high IQ level when they're younger and another can't? You know, so intelligence, we'll talk about that. We'll look at behavior. Why do people make choices that they make? So psychology is just the study of those. And then also what goes into it is the mental processes. So the brain, the nervous system, all those things, dreams, thoughts, perceptions, memories, those are all parts of these cognitive activities, which are your mental processes. So why do some people think one way and then people think another way? All right, so that's what psychology is a study of other human beings and their behavior and their actions. Now, when you think about that, Socrates, he was one of the first ones. I want to talk about Socrates because he was one of the first to understand psychology and to have it as a practice, as something that you actually looked into. So Socrates actually thought, he was more of course, a philosopher, but his thoughts go with psychology. And what he said first is, like, you cannot study someone else unless you know yourself. So know thyself was Socrates, okay? He believes, like, looking into who you are. Like, you have to know who you are before you can go and study someone else. All right, and that's what I'm going to have you do. Okay, so what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you come up with, this is going to be in the task and it's learning right under this video, is going to be, I want you to think of who you are, and this is going to help me understand who you are a little bit more, since I don't get to talk to you every single day, but I can actually learn a little bit about you. Okay, so what I'm going to have you do is called 20 I am statements. So things about you. So it can be about your behavior. It can be about things that you fear, things that you like. So I am a lover of, for me, dogs. I have a high fear of, believe it or not, I have a high fear of bees and hornets. They scare the crap out of me, okay? So it can be things like that. It can be, I am an anxious person when I have to speak in front of adults. That's me. I mean, when I have to go talk in front of people, in front of my peers, I get anxiety, okay? So it can be, I want you to think a little bit more. I mean, yeah, of course you can do the I am a resident of Epworth. I mean, yeah, I am a resident of Epworth, but that definitely doesn't define me that much, okay? Epworth doesn't define who I am. And yeah, you can say I am a brother. I am a brother. I'm a brother. I have 3 brothers myself. But those are kind of like elementary, like middle level, what I'm looking for. I would like a little bit more depth in that, okay? So you know, I am a dad. Yes, I am a dad. I am a husband. I am those things. You can have a couple of those, but I want some of them to be a little bit more in depth. Okay, so that way I can learn a little bit about you and who you are and what gives you, you know, things you like and things that do give you anxiety and things you love and whatever. Okay, so that's Socrates, and that's pretty much it for this presentation. What I need you to do next is go into the task and follow what you have to do. I actually have 2 tasks there for you. One, you have to come up with I am statements, and then the next one is you actually have to create something with those I am statements. So just let you know what you have to do. Let me know if you have questions. Peace.